All right, it's Goji time, baby. Godzilla X Kong. This is, the latest haul that I got from my local neighborhood Target, which is cool because it's where I am here in Brooklyn, New York. It's there's a couple Targets, but like it's Godzilla figures are few and far between in this neighborhood. Every now and then I find them somewhere at a Best Buy or a Target. Even GameStop had them, but this was just, the last time I went in there, I was able to grab all 5 of these. So I'm just going to do them all, a review of all 5 of them in the same video for you guys. Let's get into it. All right, so we're going to start off with the Playmates 6-inch Godzilla X Kong figures. So we have Godzilla here and Kong. And Kong comes with the biomimic heave. This is the new Hollow Earth vehicle that they have in the movie. Now, before I get into this review, I got to say something. I really like Playmates toys. Like I'm here to dispel the notion that these figures are just for little kids to bang around, like you hear so much. These are quality figures for the price that you're paying for them. Like you should find nothing wrong at all with collecting these figures. The same way that you would collect any Bandai or SH Monster Arts or YMSF or anything of the sort, because, these are quality figures. They're well done. You know what I mean? They might not have the posability of an SH Monster Arts. They might not have the paint job of some of the Bandais. But they're cool collectible figures nonetheless. So yeah, this is Godzilla, the evolved version. You can see that right here on the box. This is the box for him. Gives a little description, and it has all of the rest of the figures. So you get Suko, Scar King, and Shimo. Yeah, good luck finding those by me. That's highly unlikely. I'm hoping they hit up a Target, but we'll see. But yeah, this is the Godzilla with his heat ray. Really, really dope on the pink translucent spines. I don't know. Yeah, like the paint on the tail seems like it's a little bit lazy as far as the color of it compared to the translucent pink spines and the heat ray. It's very creamy, very yogurty. It's a light pink, as opposed to the hot pink of the of his spines. But it's a really cool figure. I like the pose. It's basically the same pose as the Godzilla versus Kong. But it's a well done figure nonetheless. The details on the legs, on his skin, on the gills are very nice. I like his pose. I wish they could have painted these spikes on his elbows, or even have those be translucent like the spines on his back. They go from like light pink to the translucent hot pink. So that would be my only issue with that, but it's not a big deal. It's still a nice figure. And like I said, I like the pose. The pose is real fucking cool. This is like This evolved version's a skinnier version of Godzilla than we're used to. I even like the way they did the eyes. It's like not bad, you know. Yeah, like this is you're getting bang for your buck with Playmates toys. Why do these have to be for little kids? These look just as nice on the shelf as fucking anything else. I love to be able to just run to a Target and I spent $80, came home with 5 figures, you know? I love that, you know? It's cool, and they're all different, and you can appreciate them all. But the thing I like about Playmates is that you could get a haul for fairly cheap, you know? $80, I got 5 figures. Luckily, you know, lucky to, like most SH Monster Arts figures are almost double that. Well, they're over 100 usually, you know what I mean? So, you know, I don't discriminate. I collect them all, you know, and these Playmates figures have a charm to them. You know what I mean? I don't look at these and look at them as like pieces of shit that kids are gonna throw up against the wall. They're still nice. They're well done figures. It's a nice collector's item and looks good on the shelf too. You know, like I'm not a guy that likes to sit there and pose and fucking jerk around every ball joint like some people do in their videos. You know, I talk about the figure. So you got arms, legs, head moves a tiny bit side to side, but not much. As far as the articulation is concerned. And now we got Kong with the Beast Glove. And of course the new Heave. Kong looks great. Now Kong looks better for Playmates this time around than for the Godzilla versus Kong. It looks like a better all around sculpt. The head looks better. Face looks better. You know, his fur looks great. Look at that, man. You know, it's a $9.99 figure. That looks fucking awesome. The way they did his hair on this. Even on the face. Yeah, that's real cool. I like that a lot. And yeah, they definitely did a better sculpt on his face this time around for sure. Then, of course, here you got the Beast Glove. So now the Beast Glove, I think he injures his arm fighting Shimo. It's frostbite, possibly, on his arm. And you can see that now in the trailer. He looks like he's blowing his ice breath. This thing won't fucking stand up. It usually stands really good, but you got to just position it right. All right. But yeah, he gets frostbite on his arm from Shimo's ice breath. And so they have to make him this Beast Glove. And, you know, it's supposed to heal his arm, and it also has other, like, powers, give him a more powerful punch. Some kind of electrical shit going on. Maybe it's like a fucking stun gun or something like that. Little nod to the 1962 movie when he harnesses the electrical. Yeah, so I guess they gave him that in the Beast Glove. Yeah, and that's really nice. The Beast Glove doesn't come off. It's just attached to it, painted. But, you know, same thing. Head, you can see the head. I got it turned to the side. Goes that direction. Arms, you could tell they go around and in and out. And the legs have articulation, you know. So, you know, I got these guys posed like basically when Kong goes to get Godzilla in Egypt and he blows a hole through the pyramids. I tried to like recreate that scene. That's how I pose it on my shelf. But yeah, Kong is nice, and it's a heavy figure too. It's goddamn almost near as heavy as the NECA is. You know, so it's a solid figure. It's not like it's a solid figure. It's not like a cheap piece of shit. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like, okay, yeah, I get it. It's probably mass produced for kids to buy it. You know, but it's a fucking solid figure. You know, it could be a collectible for adults too. Yeah, and I think they're hella cool. So, just waiting on this movie. Really, really excited for it. I didn't like the first trailer that they put out. I was kind of worried. You know, I definitely wasn't feeling. Then when they put the second trailer out, it was much more well done. That should have probably been the trailer that they used. But now I'm really excited about the movie. And I'm looking to, obviously I want the other two. I want Scar King Shimo, and then I also want Zuko with Titanus Doug. So I'm gonna hopefully get my hands on those so I can complete this 6-inch set. And I'm just really, really excited for this movie to come out. So that's it for these two for the 6 inches. Just wanted to get back. It's been a while since I even got any figures. I've just been taking some time off, but I'll be back reviewing a bunch of shit. And yeah, go get these, man. These are cool fucking figures, bro. You know, Playmates, man. I really have respect for Playmates. I like what they do for the price that you pay for them. Okay, now these we got here are the Battle Roar figures for Godzilla and Kong. And yeah, these are really cool too. I'll just show you the boxes. Yeah, I definitely want to get Scar King here real too, because I need a Scar King figure, man. Scar King looks really cool right here. I need to grab that as well, but I was able to pick up these bad boys, and they're really nice. I love the pose Godzilla's in right here. You of course see I was talking about the 6-inch figures. They didn't paint these on that, but they did here, and I love it. It looks so much better. Also, the paint on those and on the tail and the Thagomizer, the end of the tail, is more on the red side. It's more, a reddish pink. Then the other one was like a light pink. This is a little brighter, and it actually, I think it goes better with the hot pink translucent color on Godzilla's spines. I really like his pose. His head is not pointed as far up as it did on the last Battle Roar Godzilla. So I think that that looks much nicer. Here, just to show you it from the front. Yeah, paint on the teeth is kind of crappy. Looks like Godzilla brushed his teeth with toothpaste. We've seen some reviewers like Shimra Jir talk about that. I mean, it's not terrible. It looks better from the side than it does from the front. But yeah, when you hold it like back right there, it looks decent. And yeah, the eyes are pretty well done too, I gotta say. If you can see that. I don't know if you can see that eyeball, but yeah. The eyes are kind of nice. Yeah, I like that. I didn't like that his head was pointed all the way to the sky in the last one. So this one, it's kind of in between. He still looks like he's looking up, but I don't know. I love the pose that he's in right here. It's a nice pose. Yeah, man. That's a dope figure. I love the stance of that. I like the whole look of this. And then we move on to Kong. Kong looks really nice. I like that it's a, you know, completely different pose on him. And, you know, the way they do the Kong's fur on the Playmates is really nice. Look at the detail on that. And this is only like a $15 figure. The 6-inch ones were $9.99. These are like $15, and they're really well done. Look at the face, his teeth, his eyes look really nice. Playmate figures are highly underrated. Highly underrated, because I'll tell you what, look at that, man. Come on, those are really nice looking shelf collectibles right there. I don't give a shit what people think. This is not just for kids. This is for me too. You know? And I love it. I love the different styles. I love to pose them. I think they look great together. On the shelf, man. You know? And people need to stop sleeping on Playmates and just get on them, because with Playmates you could build up your collection quick too. You know what I mean? Just really add to it. I love adding Playmates to the collections. You know, of course I'm gonna spend. I'm gonna get the rare Bandais. I'm gonna get the SH Monster Arts. I'm gonna get the charming YMSFs. But I'm also really, really happy to just go to my neighborhood Target shopping for Godzilla. And it's not, I'm not always lucky, you know what I mean? I could look around for weeks and not find anything, but this last week I got lucky. I found a bunch of them, and I'm really happy about that. Let's listen to them roar. They both have 2 roars, so let's just see. Yeah, you're getting just a mild roar right there. And then the famous legendary roar. Of course, the button for that's on his shoulder there on the side. Kong's is behind him on his back. Yeah, real cool. Not like I'm going to sit there and make them roar a bunch of times. It's really just getting posed on my shelf like that. And I really like these. These are quality figures. You know, they feel solid. They don't feel like cheap pieces of shit. It's a nice figure. Like, Kong feels great. The detail in his fur is just amazing. You know, his face is well done. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Does that look like a cheap piece of shit to you? It's really not. Could they have done something better? Yeah, but you're paying $15. You know what I mean? And it will definitely appreciate over time, because they all do. Once it hits the open market, shit goes up. A couple years pass, this thing's stuff worth $50, $100 before you know it. You know, yeah, that's just how the collector game works. But these are really nice, man. You know, look at the detail. Look at the detail on Godzilla's skin. That's pretty fucking cool for a cheap toy. Nice paint job on his chest. I love that, man. And, you know, look at the translucent spines. Beautiful. That looks so nice. It's like pinkish and reddish on this one. Paint on the tail looks reddish, but super fucking cool, man. I can't wait for this movie. I'm really, really psyched. All right, now we're getting to the big boy. This is the Playmates Giant Evolved Godzilla. Show you the box right there, which looks really cool. Now, so, you know, when I first saw this Godzilla design, I didn't really know how I felt about it. I actually like the color pink, you know, not as much as black, but when I first saw it, I didn't really like it because my brain automatically went to, oh shit, they're making Godzilla woke like they've done with all of these Hollywood films and just ruining films left and right, get woke, go broke style. So I don't know. My mind shot to Barbiezilla, Wokezilla, and so that made me nervous. I think that kind of went away now after seeing a couple trailers. You can't. How you gonna make Godzilla woke anyway? You know what I mean? You really can't. So they could try, but now the design has really grown on me, and you know, I if you go back and look at a couple of my videos when I got the Godzilla to Ride figure, damn man, I love that design. I wasn't aware at the time that Takashi Yamazaki, who did -1, did the Godzilla to Ride graphics. But I love that design. I was gushing, fanboying out over that design. And I even did a video about, you know, when they first found out about the new Japanese movie, saying that I hope that they use that design, and they did. And wow, -1 is like, man, that might be one of my top. That's in my Godzilla -1 is automatically in my top 5 favorite Godzilla designs. I love the way he looks. So I'm really happy about that. And then when this came out, I was just like, oh man, you know. But now I'm starting to like it a lot. And when the more I see of it, but I'll tell you the truth, in the second trailer, when they show him with blue, I still think that looks much cooler. When he's doing the blue pulse, man, damn, you know. But this is his new evolved design in the MonsterVerse. And this is the big boy, like Shinra Jira says. Shout out to Shinra Jira. And it's really nice, man. You know what I'm saying? We're back to the light pink yogurty paint on the tail and the Thagomizer. They painted this the same also. You know, I kind of like the reddish pink that they did on the Battle Roar Godzilla a little bit better than this, but it's not much of a gripe anyway. Of course, the translucent spines, the translucent spikes are great. They look really nice. That's probably the best part of these figures right here. They're very well done. And the teeth on these are nice. Much better than the Battle Roar version. Even from the front, they painted them well. You know, I'll tell you that the eyes are basic, but they're fairly well done on all of these figures. I think on the other two, his eyes were pink. On these, they're not. They're white. Maybe that's the only difference. You know, articulation, his arms and legs, man. And the tail, obviously, so it moves all the way around. But, you know, it's your basic Playmates articulation. It's not, it's just, I personally think he's already in the best pose you're going to see him in. You might fuck with his arms or whatever, but I just like that. I think he's already in a fantastic pose, you know. And, you know, I'm liking the fact that he's a little leaner and can run this time around. That's kind of cool. Maybe they made his torso a little too lean for my taste. But I certainly don't mind. And you can tell it's just, this is really nice, man. That's all I could say, you know, like the main feeling that I get with these Playmate figures is I'm happy to go to the store searching for them. I'm happy I could get multiple figures for a reasonable price. And I'm impressed at what they do for such a cheap price, you know? And I hope more people start to see it like that and start collecting these as regular figures and not just the people that do reviews. Because these are dope, man. These are dope. And they look great on the shelf. I look at the shelf, everything else looks fucking boring. I got the SH Monster Arts, I got the fucking NECAs. It doesn't pop out like this pops out. Or posing Godzilla and Kong. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this is the giant one. And let me show them all again. So anyway, I know there's review videos out there where they got the whole fucking set. You know what I mean? I don't know where they live. Bumblefuck, Idaho, or someplace where their Walmart has everything. Yeah. It ain't that way up here in New York. But I'm just happy that I was able to get these 5. And so I was just gonna do, I wanted to do a review on all 5 of these. But I will be seeking out the rest, and when I get them, I'll be sure to put up another review of them, and let's get ready to see this movie. I'm sure everybody's gonna love it. And Playmates, get you some Goji Playmates. Peace out.